There we go. This is what happens when you let Rog play with the buttons.
Awkward.
Well, it's fine. We have done a good demonstration of things, and there was an explanation of stuff, but unfortunately, we've skipped that bit.
Yeah, whoops. My bad. This is what happens when I'm let near technology. I break it.
Could have been worse.
You might want to tell Pete, though, that that's actually not working. Yeah, sorry guys, we did do an intro and start talking, but I messed up. My bad. So yeah, to mention our giveaway again, we've got currently a giveaway for
The
Tuesday
things
Night
that
Games
I was waving
Mothership.
at the camera.
Yep, the things we were waving at the start of the video for the rulebook and for the expansion of Pound of Flesh. So go comment on the teaser video for our live Halloween stream of Mothership, which Sam and I are both in.
Yep.
And because I did say earlier, but you didn't hear me because I've been miming at you, I'm Roger, and Sam, as I'm sure you'll probably... Look, we've got name things and everything, because Pete's cleverer and I'm not.
Oh.
So yeah.
But you're persistent.
I am persistent. I am eager.
Keen.
Yes,
Filthy
I am very keen. Oh, cool. So in addition to the rulebook, which I did show you earlier, which you've probably got a bit of a look at.
There's a list of things in the box.
There's also a little rulebook which has all of the new things to Street Masters. Because this is the second one, which again I did mention, but you wouldn't think. Ooh, tokens. So yeah, shall we look at the toys? Because, you know, I'm not a child.
Well, not legally.
It's true, legally I am not a child. Oh. Let's get to some of these minis.
Boxes!
Oh, lots of boxes.
Many, many boxes.
Oh, look at the toys. Wow, this guy looks angry.
Is that the scary one?
Show them him. If you look, we actually have a special camera to show off minis. Oh, look at him. He looks like a big, angry, scary individual.
I put that behind him, there we go.
How's that? There you go.
He's giving me kind of somewhere between Lizard from Spider-Man and maybe a bit of Titan Bane going on there.
So just so you can see, there are a lot of minis in here. And this is just the Aftershock box, which is also for storage, which is why the box is full of
things,
cubes and
to put stuff in,
boxes, which are going to be for all the cards and various tokens. And oh wow, that's...
Speaking of cards.
Oh wow, there's the cards.
There are some cards.
Which we'll get to in a minute. Let's continue looking at the toys. So we also have, assuming these are our heroes, because these are in kind of all fightery poses, which Sam I'm sure can show you in just a moment. And these are quite cool. I mean, I was expecting it to be quite nice because Brook City, which was also made by Blacklist Games, like Street Masters, has some very nice minis.
She's ready.
Ooh.
Ready for battle.
She is in the Queensberry rules position. Not quite, I'm sure any martial artist is probably quite offended by that comment. Shows how much I know about fighting, besides go for the eyes, boo. A wise ranger told me.
Hey, nothing against rangers here. There she is. Does that work? There's so much going on in the back of that.
Perhaps if you remove the Mothership box and the board.
And all the things.
All of the random stuff.
Stickers.
Oh, turn the stickers around. Maybe that would help. Have a plain background.
Oh, you mean the back of it? No, I'll just do it in the box. It's fine.
Ah, you see we've got a special Garblag Games tray and everything.
Well, we could put it in that.
Cool, so...
Oh, she's rolled over.
This lady has a pair of Psy, I think like the...
Electra.
Yeah, Electra, or I was going to say...
Donatello.
Raphael. I was going to say Raphael from the Ninja Turtles, so... Showing my age there. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm going more Electro on that.
Although this guy looks like he's got a mop.
There's nothing wrong with having a mop as a weapon.
Perhaps it's just so he can... Some of these have got a bit of an 80s feel. Perhaps it's just so he can use the line, he's here to clean up the streets.
I sense a crossover. 80s one-liners, they're going to Brook City.
Yes,
well,
definitely.
Sid from Final Fantasy VII had a mop, and he was pretty handy with it.
Well, if I understand the background and stuff correctly, I think Street Masters and Brook City were actually in the same universe.
There we go then.
It's just Street Masters is set after Brook City, so when once someone was a badass cop, and now they are fighting evil villains in
not quite.
wherever Street Aftershock is set. It's in a city. It's not Brook City, it's a different one.
Raccoon. Oh wait, no, that's something else.
So I think the one with the Sai, I think, is a henchman. And I think...
Oh, they're more than one.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. So you could have Electra and Totally Not Raphael, although they're both red themed.
Yeah, there's definitely a red theme going on there. Perhaps it's a Sai thing. Whereas the other guy looks like he's womping people with a coat rack.
Do you know what? I want to take the top. I want to take the top off of this. No, isn't it? In a hospital.
Oh, the things that they hang the
like IV drips on.
Yeah, the fluid bags.
Oh, there he is. However, I want to cut the top off of that and make it into a microphone stand. That is the first thing that I want to do with it.
That would be pretty cool, to be fair.
It's like, and here is my rock star guy.
Very rock star bad guy.
Oh yeah, no, he looks like he's got some sort of wrong going on there.
To be
his
fair,
head's covered in
the hospital IV drip also makes sense for the hospital themed
but
game board.
He's got weird kind of. I don't know if you can see him on there. Look at that! Look at the back of his head. He's a bit gross.
I did not see that.
So there is something wrong with him. I think he's a baddie, or he's got plague.
He is definitely a baddie.
Some sort of ick going on.
All he needs is skulls on his uniform.
Well, I mean, we could do that. He seems to be in hospital scrubs though, rather than uniform.
Speaking of a baddie...
Yeah, he's got a face coming out of his chest.
Oh wow, like Total Recall style.
Look at that.
Oh, awesome.
You see that in there? That is quite cool.
The minis are really cool.
I'm gonna play I Spy.
They're actually very sturdy. Considering some of the...
She could be Lisa.
I mean, if you look at like the legs on her, they're very thin, but it's very sturdy plastic.
And ridiculous heels.
It's not bendy.
John will be pleased. She is a scientist.
She's an evil scientist. I'm pretty sure she's a bad guy because there's 5 of her.
She has a little beaker there and some sort of injection thing, maybe.
Some kind of evil doctor who wants to experiment on you.
Come on, you focused just now.
Go on, focus. Use the magic.
It would help if I actually held it still.
It's not a phrase people would hear me saying often. Use the magic.
Yeah, no, Bagrick would not approve.
Bloody magic.
It's not picking up.
Boo.
But yeah, she has a...
Oh.
There we go.
This guy looks like he is hulking out. Check out him.
Maybe she stimmed him.
Ah, that could be a thing. She could be
has
following...
a thing stuck to his chest.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of like
a gem
spidery
or
thing.
warpstone. Could be warpstone.
Definitely heresy. Oh.
Is this guy? I'm on model duty right here. You see him? He's pretty. He looks
there we go.
Bit like one of the Gloomhaven minis, actually.
I haven't really seen the Gloomhaven minis.
I did a commission where I painted a set of them.
Ooh.
That was quite cool. I suppose you want these back now,
Did Pete respond about the chat?
Because I've got no, I don't think so.
Boo, Pete. Boo. Wake up, Mr. Garblag. Someone start shouting at Pete until he pays attention. But nicely. Otherwise, we'll get fired.
I'm not getting paid.
Awkward. No, I'm not getting paid either. If only. Being paid to be a nerd would be like my dream job.
Well, I mean, technically you are. It's just the wrong kind of nerd.
not sure I've been called a nerd at work for what I do.
I've
been called other things.
Yeah, remind me.
Of what I've been called? No, I'm not allowed to say them on camera. Pete would tell me off.
What else you got?
What is that? Creepy lady with a doll?
I kind of like her. She's got some funky kind of armour going on. Her face is a bit weird though.
Oh, you can tell this guy's a villain. He's got dodgy looking shades and a briefcase.
There's the shoulder. Look at that pauldron. Pauldron's cool. I like that. And the little dolly. And some
crazy.
Cool boots. Quite like the outfit. Got a bit of a ponytail going on there.
Probably say, oh my god, so teeny tiny cards.
I'm just going to collect all of these.
Oh, so there are like item cards. This one is...
Just hit wait.
Sorry, Windows is trying to get us to restart the computer, which...
No.
Bad plan right now.
None of that.
No. Right,
Maurice is doing a thing.
Maurice is doing a thing. Thanks, Maurice. You're my hero, as always.
Is he watching the... He must be watching the thing.
Oh, so what these bigger cards are, which, Sam, if you want to just show a couple of them off. They're the deck dividers. So the way the modular deck system kind of works is you get a bad guy deck, you get good guy decks, you get...
Apparently you get a showdown deck.
The showdown deck, I think, is like the mission. And so the way everything's customizable is because you can use a different bad guy with a different mission, with different fighters. Showdown. And all of the combinations you can get kind of really...
So, Meltdown. That's the radioactive one that you were on earlier, was it?
Yeah, and they kind of really ramp up the replay value, which I found with Brook City. Because in that you get criminal decks, crime decks, case decks, and your cop decks.
Hey Roger, this one's for you. Derailed.
I do like trains. Is Pete now going to tell me off commenting about trains?
Bogged down.
Well, you can't tell me off, Pete. You're not here.
Oh, there's that. There's
We're
the cool
unsupervised.
lady. No, he's watching you.
Oh, is he?
He messaged, yeah. Behave yourself. The
Oh,
abandoned. Oh, guys, do you know that reference I made to Resident Evil earlier? Look. What's the company name?
Parasoling.
Parasol.
Oh, I think that must be. I think that's this guy. Well, he's something to do with it. Look at. He's kind of got the evil hand going on.
Yeah. Is he holding? No, he's not holding anything. I want to make him hold like one of those little cocktail umbrellas. So
if Pete's aware, does he know that we can't do anything on their chat? We can't see it.
Come on. Nope.
I'm clicking furiously. Oh, how's this doing? Oh, there we go. I've sorted it. Look at me. I'm a technical genius.
Oh, good. There you go.
My own account's talking to me. Wait, what? I'm so confused. This is what happens when Captain America is played by a Brit. I'll have you know that all the best superheroes are played by Brits. Just ask Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
You might not be able to... Oh, actually, yeah, you can now.
Just saying. But yes, we can now actually read the comments.
Hi, Nicholas.
Yes. Yay! So we can now actually see what people are saying.
So yeah, that
Probably
whole chat
rude.
window hasn't been there the entire time. So
Yeah.
now we're working. Hello.
Well, go away, stupid pop-ups.
Okay, we found out who the guy with the mop is. The guy with the mop is Murphy.
He's here to clean up the streets. It's got to be some kind of dodgy 80s line.
And Ronnie has one of those boxing hoodie things going on.
Cool. So if we chuck the minis
I've found Maria.
away.
Do you want the minis back?
Yes.
There we go.
Oh my god, so many boxes.
There's that guy as well because he was angry.
That he does look like an angry individual. So I'm just.
So I found Maria from our Scion game. This is John.
Where's the one
technical difficulties.
Maria? Yeah. Okay.
She's got a crowbar.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
This one's cool. Vada?
I still like the lady in the long coat that's in like the pugilist position.
Oh yeah, I think that was Ronnie. She's wearing
She's a
proper
badass
boxing, like that whole hoodie dressing gown.
So there's a nice variety of like hero. Oh yeah, proper boxer. That's cool. That makes sense why she's kind of got the hooded robe thing.
I do kind of like the creepy one with the teddy bear.
Is that a hero? Do we know? I suppose it doesn't really.
Enemy
tell us.
deck. Oh well.
I'm gonna go with no. The creepy one with the teddy bear. Oh, so diving in here, there's lots of boxes for cards and things.
Working on a game, first person to reach the South Pole.
Oh my days! So speaking of cards, do you like cards? So have cards.
Many cards.
That is a lot of cards.
Shall I move? Is this empty now? Apart from all the empty boxes?
Apart from all the empty boxes, which are going to be used to store stuff.
There we are.
Cool. So
over there.
Oh, wicked! So you get like stories and things. Yes, there you go. Have some minis. So this one's got. I'm not going to open all the card decks because that'll take forever to go through.
We'll be here all night, but most importantly, I would just like to raise your awareness of
Mars bars.
Candy bars.
Looks like a Mars bar. If you're here in the United Kingdom or other places where Mars bars are available, other chocolate bars are available.
I don't know. I don't think that they have tigers and Chinese kind of writing on the front of them usually.
Although that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Mars, if you're listening, tigers. Not live ones. Or dead ones. Not real actual tigers.
Nope, still fighting with the autofocus.
This is going to be where people are going, that's not a Mars bar, that's a insert name of chocolate bar. So there's threat decks, there's also
missions.
Fighter
who's
decks.
that? That's cool. Are they in the original game or are they in one of the mystery boxes of other things?
They might be in one of. We've got more boxes.
There.
Ooh, right. So, hiya Google. Should we?
Evening.
Hanzo.
Oh, and Alex.
And hello, Alex. So let's.
This is Amy Chalkley.
Yeah, I could see that. Shall we open the book and then we can crack on to more toys and things?
Here is a tray full of. Some people want trays full of chocolates, but frankly, this is where we're at.
Let me just get my toy opener. That's exactly what it is.
His name is Hanzo. Of course it is. Hey, he's in Overwatch, isn't he?
I don't know. I've never played Overwatch. Other games are available.
I think we should do some other games. Definitely. All the games.
Oh. Well, I like that it's kind of got a matte finish but kind of glossy design on, which you can definitely see on camera that it's glossy.
Shiny things.
Angle that slightly away from the light. The artwork's really cool. I don't know who the artist is, but whoever it is, props to them.
His name is not Max.
Okay. So the Compendium looks like it is absolutely full of lore about the various characters. Oh yes, so there are introductions to... Wow, that's a lot of fighters.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay, well that's King. That's...
I've just found the coolest of the fighters. Where is it? Give it up for Chan Chan, the angry bear.
You've got a panda.
You've got a frickin' panda.
Where's Mazzy?
That is awesome. I don't know about you, I wouldn't particularly want to get into a bout of fisticuffs with a bear. Don't think that would go very well. Oh, that's so cool. So,
Brandon.
So this is the Compendium, which is a book that
things.
was available on the Kickstarter. I don't know if Blacklist Games are making it available afterwards, but you never know. If you ask them nicely, they might be. Mm-hmm. And it's got a big old selection of some very cool artwork in, and that one, it would help if I held it the right way around for you guys, is definitely in no way Harley Quinn.
Not remotely.
I mean, the kind of pigtails and the coloured tips on it.
This guy is called
holding a whomping great hammer.
He looks a bit like a cowboy.
I don't know who that could be. Any resemblance, I'm sure, is purely accidental. So yeah, it gives you a bit of background into the various fighters. Also, with some very cool artwork, as well as it also gives background about the enemies, the other characters. So there's allies and rivals in the game who are basically how you can make it harder or more difficult. So if you add allies in, it makes it easier. If you add enemies, it makes it harder. Or you can just add a combination of them to give you more stuff in the game.
All the things.
All the things. And it also has a big old list of stages,
yes,
so you can learn about where it is. The panda is immense.
Probably.
Yes, so I'm looking forward to hopefully coming across the panda.
So the deck of cards I've been playing with over here, with all the pretty pictures on, I think is like dividers.
I've just
in the box.
Open the page randomly to this, and you see this chap here with the machine gun. What you probably can't quite read is it says next to it, an angry young man. If you see a man with looks like a light machine gun, I'd probably say he's quite an angry young man if he's just running around the streets with it. That's very cool. Have a look, there's some cool artwork in there, and we will start with one of the other boxes.
Would you like me to pass you one?
If you could pass me one of the boxes.
I shall pass you the Essence of Evil,
dun, dun, dun.
which we casually swipe across the bottom of the.
I'll tell you what, I'll show you once I've removed the plastic. Because then it's probably less glossy and easier to see.
Is it like Street Fighter RPG with miniatures?
It's not an RPG.
But it could be.
I mean, you could use it as an RPG, or you could certainly use it for other games. Sam and I may have been talking about looking out for models we could use as Lisa and Ricky from our Scion game.
Just a little bit.
It's a board game, so it's a bit like, Street Fighter-y kind of thing. But you're a group, more like the film in a not bad way. It's a group of fighters working together to stop a bad guy. So it's a 4-player co-op game.
The art is really cool.
The art is fantastic. So before I open the box, let me just show you that.
There you go.
Really cool.
There's the logo from the Totally Chocolate Bar thing.
So there's the Essence of Evil. So this is one of the expansions. Oh. So in here you get a leaflet of extra rules and things to work with the expansion. A sheet of more tokens. Always need more tokens.
I think the panda bear's on fire.
That's a bit harsh.
Unless it's a different one.
Garblag Games does not endorse animal cruelty.
It might be its like special move.
It could just be like, I was thinking it might be like more going Super Saiyan.
Yeah. There's a lizardy guy here.
Other anime is available. Oh, cool. Nice. It's actually quite a thick cardstock on the tokens. That's quite nice. Ooh, creepy looking stage. This one looks like something we've encountered in Flint and Steel.
Yeah.
Look at that circle of badness.
I'm not feeling. Let's break that.
Yeah,
we need to break that.
That looks bad. I'm assuming that's what the heroes are going there to stop.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks bad.
These guys.
This looks like you're just having a big old fight in the park. You know, go down to your local park, start a fight. Do not start fights in your local park. Garblag Games does not endorse violence.
Unless you're playing Pokemon Go.
Unless you're playing Pokemon Go, then you can start Pokemon fights in the game, in the park. That's allowed. Ooh, you get some coloured minis in this one. These are kind of a purpley colour.
I approve.
Oh my god, and whoever that is looks rather chunky. Check out this guy.
Oh, this one's haunted.
He is huge. Show him off. Ah, here's Hanzo. So to put into context how big that guy is, Sam, if you want to,
I'm gonna do a thing. Here
if you want to put Hanzo, the guy with swords you saw earlier, next to them.
Ta-da!
Massive. So the little one on the right is supposed to be like a normal sized person. So Yeah, that's kind of like a 9-foot tall guy.
He's like, what was his name? I think it was Garbage in the Lego Ninjago movie that we watched recently, because why not? Because the Lego movie was great, and that was also really good. Great. Yes, get that Woofrup going
Yes,
on.
Egil, I agree. Woofrup, great game. Flint
and Scion.
And Scion, also great game. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't watched them, go watch them. I'm sure if you click on Garblag Games, not right now because we're streaming.
There are links. There are links everywhere.
Somewhere, which Pete, I'm sure, will do.
One of these needs to be black and red and painted up like the baddie from the Ninjago movie, just saying.
Looking for one in the Nottingham area. Surely out of anywhere in the United Kingdom that you could find Warhammer-loving nerds, it's going to be in Nottingham, which is where, if you're not familiar,
HQ.
Warhammer HQ is. So I'm sure there must be roleplay clubs up your way. If not, you should have a look. I'm sure there probably is one somewhere, and I'm sure that there will be a group of people that love Warhammer. And then you can direct them all to get a feel for it by watching Flint and Steel.
That was a different way of doing it.
Well, I'm not Pete, and I didn't want to steal Pete's thunder. Definitely be tuning in on Thursday. Good man, Nicholas. You should definitely tune in, because Mothership is so cool. And I am really looking forward to the next one.
It's going to be a mess. It's going to be such a mess.
It is going to be a mess, but that's because we're players and that's how we do things.
That's how we roll.
Oh, cool. Look at this one. This is, I think, a minion, but kind of with a big old angry-looking spear. Oh, that's wicked.
She's a ninja.
She is
like
indeed a ninja.
Guandao type?
It does look a bit like a Guandao. Which is kind of a Chinese spear.
It's a stabby stick. We approve. We approve of stabby sticks. There we go. Apparently there's a kitsune. Of course there is.
Kitsune, they get everywhere.
And yokai.
Oh my god, that guy is definitely not like Broly or Goku.
No, definitely not.
He's even in the kind of pose. You know, going Super Saiyan, not just screaming and shaking your fists.
Well, I don't know. It lasts for about half an hour and then you win, right? Ooh.
There you go, Alex. You've got some work nerds lined up.
Aztec-y stuff going on.
As it happens, I also work with a bunch of nerds. We're actually trying to convert a lot of people at our work to nerding.
Some of them are totally
Some of them are so in for it. So there you are. That's another solution, Alex. Make some people that aren't nerds. And then they'll be, I would say cooler, but that's probably the wrong word.
Well...
they are cooler from a certain point of view. Cool. So yeah, show that one off. It's kind of a, I'm not sure how well this will show up on camera.
That's
kind of a translucent purple plastic.
They're invisible ninjas.
Perhaps this is the ninjas when they're in their still. Oh, there's also a non-invisible ninja.
Invisible ninja. Oh, wrong way. There we go.
So we'll show you the non-invisible version, which is in exactly the same pose.
Put it next to it.
Oh.
Not like that.
Not like that. That sounded a bit firmer.
There we go.
Lady Corn was pleased with the pre-stream sacrifice. Well, we're not saying that there was a sacrifice.
Cares not from whence the... Yeah, no.
Corn cares not from whence blood flows. Not a lot of actual nerds at my work. I try to make up the difference.
Good man.
Keep up the hard work, Egil. We approve. Cool. Oh.
Kenshin.
This guy looks like he just wants to pick a fight with the entire room.
Everyone.
Come on then, I'll have you.
Again, he seems to have a hole in his chest.
That seems to be a bit of a theme.
Maybe the other guy is with the thing stuck in him, and then this guy is...
I mean, with Aftershock, it is set after...
Without the thing stuck in him.
After a very catastrophic event, so clearly there's a lot of damaged people.
Come on. There we go.
Oh, might have to open these cards just because the top card has caught my interest.
In 2021, Roger will be playing Obi-Wan Kenobi in a one-shot.
Obi-Wan Kenobi in a one-shot. Probably.
Could happen. So a
Pete,
Star Wars
make
game,
it
you
so.
say?
Speaking of a Star Wars game, please check out
That was a Star Trek reference.
What? Obi-Wan Kenobi?
No. Make it so.
Damn nerd.
We're not biased.
Yeah, speaking of, we do have a Star Trek. Damn it, Sam.
Oh, we did.
We do have a Star Trek game
We did one
that
of those
was
as well.
running, and there are links somewhere if you want to watch some Star Trek, or if you want to watch the superior of the Star franchises. We have a Star Wars Edge of the Empire game, Fractured Empire, which is our Thursday game.
Okay, but
If you hear bangs in the background, I think
it's
that's
just
fireworks.
the sacrifices. Look, this guy's name is Boris. He is glorious.
Boris the Soviet Love Hammer.
Well.
Oh, that is definitely not Dolph Lundgren.
Okay, well, we've also got Dimitri.
Ah, bye, Nicholas. Oh, let's have a look at the cards.
Oh, and Anastasia, Colin, there's an Anastasia.
This top card caught my interest. Possessed
Can't
by
imagine
rage.
why.
Ooh, look at that. Sam could probably show that off on the little camera.
I might.
So these are like events and things. The cards are nice. I have to say,
the
artwork is really, really good. I have no idea who the artist is. I wonder if it says in the compendium.
Stargate! Yes!
A Stargate game. That would be cool. Pete, get on it.
Indeed.
Easy there, Teal'c.
Oh, apparently, the massive guy, we found him. Here he is. He is a storm thrall.
That sounds bad.
It sounds wicked.
Oh, there's the ninja-y things as well.
And the thing with the hole in his chest. Yep, here we go.
Oh.
So, here is the guy who wants to take on everyone.
Some of these moves, like...
Lady with a pointy stick.
If you show that artwork...
Totally not Psycho Mantis.
That definitely... I'm not sure if that's more Dragon Ball Z or Street Fighter. Looks like kind of summoning a fireball.
I'm going... No, his swords. He's got swords and
Oh,
they're
his
on
swords?
fire.
Oh,
Yep.
they are swords.
He has got
They look kind of like Guile's Sonic Boom.
Flaming swords.
Flaming swords are pretty cool.
D&D 5e. Aww.
The new Stargate is D&D 5e mod rather than anything else. Well, you know, can't have it all. D&D 5e is quite a good system. And there do seem to be 1.3 billion mods for 5e.
Like everything. Yeah.
Everything has got a 5e mod. I'm sure if you go...
It's like Skyrim, basically.
I bet there's a Skyrim mod for
Probably.
5e.
Oh, we found the Angry Clawed Man with the tail. He is the Baron, and he
Other
is
mods
British.
are available.
He is British.
Is he a bad guy?
He is a bad guy.
Of course he is. We, the Brits, are always bad guys. Just
And,
because I'm a bad guy doesn't mean every other Brit is, okay? Listen up, America.
It's fine, because I'm not a bad guy, so I'm obviously good.
Bluff.
Shh. So the Baron.
If you were innocent, you wouldn't be stuck here with me.
Well, no rest for the wicked.
Oh.
Project X.
I don't know if it's just me, but I love the new board game smell. It's a kind of cardboard and plastic and...
I think, yeah, it's got kind of new book, but with added plastic.
And new book. It's kind of got new book and plastic.
I'm enjoying new book over here.
New book and new board game smell. Very enjoyable. Let us know if you agree, or if you just think we're mental, or
Well,
both.
yes.
Both is also an option.
I think this one is a druid.
Druid.
Wildfire has spirit cards. Each of her attacks have bear, crane, and thunderbird effects.
I don't know. That sounds more kung fu. I mean,
It's got kind
don't get me wrong. My knowledge of kung fu is primarily from Kung Fu Panda. That's neither here nor there, and that doesn't make it any less valid.
I can imagine you have all the things because
I have a ton of RPGs.
Yeah.
It's cool to see someone try. Well, let us know what your favourites would be, Egil, because that would be interesting to see. Because there's got to be some that we could definitely convince Pete to run. Yes, Alex knows what I'm talking about. Good man, Alex.
It's kind of like the laser cut MDF that you get from Terrain.
Oh, don't. Love that smell
I need
too.
to do another build. I've got
You
your
do need to do
that
another
windmill.
build.
That windmill's going to be good.
That would be cool, especially if you can magnetise the thing.
I think the propeller has got magnets for
genius.
it. If it doesn't, I've got spares.
Yeah, so Sam's got some of my foreground kits that she's very kindly building for me.
Yoink.
She enjoys building stuff, and I've got...
And he pays for it. It's great.
Yeah, and I've got a million projects, because, you know, I'm a nerd in basically every way you could think of. Apart from Star Trek.
Found a new character.
Not my cup of tea. Apart from, I quite like the new movies.
So I went, oh wow, she looks wicked. Let's do. And then, yeah, she's like a vampire hunter. I'm feeling typecast.
So Sam has found literally a mix of Sam and Morgan to play as in this game.
Her name is Raven. Look, here she is. She's Raven.
Although I do approve of that. You know,
yeah.
She has to establish the pecking order.
Oh.
Hashtag Raven pun.
Oh. She lures minions into her traps.
For those unfamiliar with Raven pun, I went to a Horus Heresy tournament with my Raven Guard army, and I spent the entire time making terrible, terrible Raven-themed puns and jokes.
It was an unkindness.
Hashtag Raven pun.
Winging it.
However, somehow people didn't punch me in the face, and I actually got favourite game votes, and did pretty well in that one. So yeah, there you go. Stupid jokes win tournaments. Boom Voo. What is Pete talking about, Boom Voo? That's not even English, Pete. Boom Boom. You crazy, crazy man.
Fallout Zombie. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yes, Alex. I'm with you on that one. A Fallout type RPG would be really cool. Do we get to sing popular music of the 1950s?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm out. No, just no.
I'm not sure if Pete's saying yes to the Fallout RPG.
He's saying yes to that. He's
or if
not
he's
saying yes
to
you
the
because he hasn't heard you yet.
To be fair, none of you would want to hear me sing. If you did hear me sing, it would be the last thing you ever heard. That's not a threat. I just can't sing. And
Maria.
It's that bad. Yeah, that's
Maria.
basically Maria. And you replace the crowbar with an empty bottle of whiskey. That's not Ryu.
Totally not.
Right, shall we have a look at the other box?
Would you like another box? Look at this guy.
Oh my god, the kind of frog dude.
He's got a really long tongue in this other picture.
Oh, that's wicked. I wonder if he gets to use his tongue as a weapon, like...
Oh, it looks like he does. As a judo master.
Ah, apparently there's a Fallout RPG we could do.
Is there now?
Can I have dog meat? Because dog meat, which is the pet dog that you always get, is amazing and the best.
Well, it's a dog.
I never take the dog with me though, because I don't want to risk the dog dying. My dog is in my most heavily fortified settlement in my game of Fallout 4.
You're a responsible dog owner.
Other games are available.
You keep your dog locked in a pen?
New Vegas soundtrack. Yes, Alex.
I don't know, the Fallout music really just goes... It's like chalkboard. It's like nails on a chalkboard. I'm not a fan.
You see, I like the music in Fallout because it's very thematic. However, they could use a bit more of an extensive soundtrack.
So this is Glam. He's also some
Alex
sort
just
of
said he would
reptile.
travel from Nottingham for a Fallout RPG.
Well, if it was a one-shot like thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, I wouldn't want to demand weekly or fortnightly attendance, but...
Well...
Pete, stuff's happening!
Oh my word. Oh, that's cool.
This is Clint. Totally not Eastwood.
No, not at all.
Oh, and here's the panda.
Do you do tabletop gaming as well, Alex, or just RPGs? And by tabletop, I mean like Warhammer or Horus Heresy, Age of Sigmar, any of that kind of stuff? Let us know.
Careful, because you'll get tangled up with this one. Next time he's in Warhammer World, he'll be like, "Oh hey, I'm just in the neighbourhood."
Oh my god, this box is probably the heaviest of them all. Nottingham Eggle, to put it into context, is probably about 2.5 hours away by car. Which, to someone from a country that isn't tiny like the UK, would think, it's not far. To us, we're like half an hour down the road. It's like, whoa, that's a bit of a trek.
Super mutant.
Pete. Because he's super.
Good save. Good save.
Nailed it. Oh.
I need something else to play with.
Well, luckily we've just opened another box.
Ooh, there's a character called Jackal.
We should probably tidy some of this stuff away because we're kind of running out of space.
It's fine, I've got it. You play with things and I'm going to look for Jackal.
Right.
Tidy up. I'm going to tidy up.
Let's tidy some stuff up. Because, oh my god. I'm not even sure what cards are from what now. There's so many cards.
Well, they're all from Street Masters. And I was going to suggest that actually we leave everything on the table until we've finished exploring. And then when we shut down, you can put it all in the big box of everything.
Oh, no, we'll
I'll
sort that out later.
Exactly.
Alright, let's try and make some space.
Would you like me to move some things?
Probably a good plan.
I'll move some things.
Ugh, so much stuff. That's too far for a... Yes, that is definitely too far for a regular game. It's a bit of a trek.
Over there. Makes a great noise.
Ah, hello Fabius. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's get some more 80s movie quotes in there. I wonder if Bruce Willis is here somewhere.
Probably. If not, he's in the other one, isn't he? Isn't he in Brook City? He's got to be in Brook City. He's
probably somewhere. I mean,
McLean.
Pete's loving the mess at the bottom of the screen. Well, that's lucky, Pete, because our general plan was to leave it for you to clear up. So
I helped. There we go. Look. Hey. Now we're just going to dump more mess in the bottom of the screen. So here is some box. Because check that out.
Okay.
Collecting and painting. Yeah.
Collecting and painting is cool. Well, some of us from yonder Garblag Games crew do go to Nottingham from time to time. That's actually where I was at the Age of Sigmar tournament recently, which I don't know if you caught any of our other lives, but I think we mentioned it on one of them. So yeah, John from the channel and myself, we went as a doubles team to Warhammer World about 3-4 weeks ago.
A couple of weeks back.
To the Age of Sigmar tournament there. What 40k armies do I have? I don't actually own a 40k army. You'll probably be shocked to hear.
Well, because you're a hipster and you have a 30k army.
I was playing it before it was cool.
It's never been cool.
Yeah, so I've got a That's true. I can't argue that, frankly. I've got a Horus Heresy Raven Guard army. It looks a lot like Street Fighter. Yes, a lot of it is very Street Fighter-y. 7th Sea would be cool. 7th Sea would be very cool.
It's all about
Hint,
Blood Angels.
Lawrence.
Just saying. Blood Angels.
Mighty 19th Legion.
You've got one of the numbers right.
19. Yeah, 19 is a number. Cool, so this is the stretch goal. So
is that a temple?
Oh, here we go. Art. Max Lee. Lei, I'm assuming it's Lee. Lei. So if you did all of the art, Max, well done.
Well, art director.
It's very, very cool. Oh, that's art director.
Sculptor.
Sculptor is Jin Wei.
But that looks like cherry trees.
Cherry trees, as in actual cherry trees, not cherry trees from Dread.
That was peach trees.
Quite you and your accuracy.
Well, you know, ballistic skill, right?
So that does look like a Japanese garden type thing, which is quite cool.
Is it in the book?
Maybe? All I know is my gut says maybe.
Let's have a look.
Well, I'm going to hazard a wild guess, Fabius, that you play Emperor's Children. I don't know why I think that, but, you know, I have a little suspicion.
John has some pretty Emperor's Children, actually. Yep, called it. Spring Break.
Okay, Spring Break to Japan. That's kind of a long way to go, but...
Because it's all got blossoms in it, look.
However, also a very cool country. Visit Japan. Other countries are available. I've no idea what all of these tokens are, but they're cool. Oh my god, there's a kitty!
You're a grown-up.
I am
So
technically a grown-up.
one of the factions, I think it's the Americans, have genetic enhancements, and that's where the
So that's why they get
the frog guy and the
cat
chameleon
and
lady.
the lizard and.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see if we can get to them at some point. What is this? Looks like a gymnasium. Is that a gymnasium? Yes, it looks like a gymnasium or a classroom.
School?
Maybe a school or a class or a gym, as in school gymnasium, with lots of little desks and a big desk for the teacher so you can tell everyone off for not doing their homework. #flashback. Well, when you don't do your homework, that's how you end up on somewhere like Garblag Games.
I can't argue with that. I didn't do mine either. Stay in school, kids.
Yep, stay in school, then you cannot be here. Oh, this one looks more like a ship.
That's a boat.
That is a boat. Look at the boat. See if I can angle that up a bit. There you go. So you've kind of got the boat down here. Actually, he has Salamanders, Death Guard, Alpha Legion, and Death Watch, and his son has Ultramarines.
Aww.
Well, Alpha Legion could be any of the above, so yes.
Salamanders. Yep. Death Guard. Ew. Alpha Legion. Yes. I saw some really cool ones of those recently, and the guy had like free-handed hydras all down the
That's
bikes.
really cool.
And along the side of the tanks, and like the hydras heads came out. It was really good.
Did they do them in kind of the metallic-y colour scheme?
So pretty.
The metallic colour scheme Alpha Legion are just gorgeous.
And Death Watch, wicked. Death Watch is all good.
And yay for Ultramarines. Ultramarines.
Well, I do, Pete.
A lot of people that play 40k are like, meh, Ultramarines, Vanilla Marines. But then you read them in the Horus Heresy. Gulliman's really cool.
And he loves his mum.
He does have a mum, who is also a boss. So let's have a look at the other side of this. This looks more like... yeah, so this is a restaurant.
I think I found Feral.
So we've kind of got a kitchen-y area here and the actual restaurant here. So you can actually have a fight in a restaurant. I wonder if you can have a food fight.
Probably.
What are you going to do? Well, my next action is going to be to throw my sandwich at him.
Well, you say that. Some of these token names
Are sandwich.
Trash Mouth, Grasping Garbage, and Shielding Rubbish. So I think an
I'm going to hide behind the rubbish.
alleyway street fight is on the cards.
Awesome. Not good enough for freehand. Well, Fabius, to be honest, neither am I, so can't really say anything there. I'd love to be, but I'm just not.
Hey, transfers are good too.
Transfers are good. Other
And
methods
stencils.
of things are available.
Stencils are good too.
Stencils are also very handy.
Tau are amazing, but I would have to paint them like Gundams, so they would not look anything like
Lots of tokens.
the actual army book. They would all be like probably, yeah, they'd all have your little yellow crests on them.
Well, that's the thing with all those sorts of armies. Just paint them however you like.
Roger, it fell out.
She broke it. That's it.
Fine.
Flip the
It's fine,
table.
No one will ever know.
My alpha from around 2003 of my first army. Not the best painted. Well, we all start somewhere.
Heaps of charm though, I bet.
Nostalgia. It's a middle hammer army. I think that's a technical term. There's old hammer, and I think the stuff that's in the middle is middle hammer.
That could be a thing.
There
Although that is then getting into like miniatures, archaeology? And this was from this period.
So, speaking of the fight with the rubbish, I think this is a kind of alleyway or a street. These look like shop fronts and things along here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
and
so
neon signs and stuff.
neon signs and pavements and the roadway.
So one of these other tokens on here was called Glitch, which is these ones. I don't know what they do.
I was thinking Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
And that's like a special power
See,
that one of them's got to glitch in.
I was going more Matrix, but okay.
Matrix is also good. Ooh, shit.
Ha!
I mean, crumbs. Sam made me break one.
Yeah, totally twisted your arm.
Woo!
It's not like you're going to pop
Nailed
them
it.
all out and put them all in little thingies.
Totally got away with that.
Yep.
And what have we got on the other side of the street? Oh,
Disco?
disco! I really hope one of the models is now Disco Stew.
Well, crack on.
So we've got Disco. What else have we got here?
Cafe?
What is that? Oh no, a casino,
Bar,
I
sushi
think.
bar?
Is it a casino? These machines.
Yeah, arcade.
Not entirely sure.
That looks like the Imperial logo.
It does. Some machines and
Food.
Looks like a food court or an arcade or something like that. Maybe like the sort of thing you have at a bowling alley.
I got dice. They're mine now.
What? Outrageous! Alright, what have we got on the other side of that? Looks like
fancy rugs.
Sets of armour and rugs. This looks like the hallway of a very fancy house. Some nice Persian rugs here. You know, all of the best houses clearly need Persian rugs. Oh, dice.
That was probably a bad roll.
I'm going to go with 3 blanks, probably not the best roll.
Let's see if the orange ones are any better.
Dice cam.
Hey, I punched something, maybe. I don't
Possibly, we don't know what the dice are. Well, here's the good stuff. Minis. Oh my god, there's Yoda.
What?
Other Jedi Master are available.
Look.
It's all, well, it's probably more of a gremlin, but it looks like Yoda.
You totally could paint that as Yoda.
Totally. I might have to have one of them as green and
like,
Yodery.
Young Yoda.
There we go. Oh, ish. There we go. Young Yoda. Oh my god. Someone has pissed this lady off. And they are going to regret it.
Nice.
Sam will show you what I mean very shortly.
Someone has a chainsaw.
Someone does have a chainsaw.
And a wedding dress, possibly.
Oh, someone was left at the altar and is pissed.
I've heard of a shotgun wedding.
Chainsaw wedding where someone annoys the bride?
I kind of want to... I think she should be like... that ridiculous skirt should be like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So it should be yellow. And then she has a chainsaw because...
But other Jedi Masters are not as good. Well... Possibly. I don't know, Mace Windu was pretty badass. What the giant hell? That is a big stick.
Yeah, looks like a schoolgirl. Oh, she's on rollerblades.
She is on rollerblades.
Ooh.
Drive by with a big one-pin stick. Oh, there's the kitty! Oh, more importantly...
Panda?
Panda. That is
doing
wicked.
An absolute Poe.
It is definitely channeling Poe.
Definitely not.
Now you can play Kung Fu Panda mixed with Street Fighter. Oh my god, look at that. That is amazing. Just found a Fallout Wasteland Warfare RPG book.
What, just on your shelf? Oh, here's one I found earlier.
Oh look, it was in my pocket. I didn't notice.
Or were you just pleased to see them? Panda.
Oh that panda is really cool. But look at the kitty. Although you,
that looks better.
The size difference between these is hilarious. Look at the kitty. It's so small. Oh, random extra minis in a baggie. For some reason.
I like extra minis.
I'm not complaining. Extra minis are good. Miniatures would be amazing. There are miniatures actually for Fallout. Modifius make them, I think. They've got a miniatures game.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Modifius have a Fallout miniatures game. So if you are just...
Wasteman.
There is Wasteman from Thunderchild Miniatures, run by a very nice chap. Don't tell him I said that. My friend Jason, really cool guy. If you like that kind of theme, go check out Thunderchild Miniatures. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Modifius actually do an official Fallout game.
I think so. It sounds like that kind of thing.
Modifius, who do Traveller that we've done on the show, and I would quite like to see some more Traveller at some point. Oh wow. Get wings.
Sorry, I was just looking at the thing on the side of the box, which maybe I shouldn't be looking at because I don't know if you have that one.
Look at that.
But it has. Ooh, it's got wings on. Street Masters Redemption. You've defeated them as bosses. Now play them as fighters.
I didn't go for that.
That's fair.
Because I figured there are between this. Because I also got the stuff from the first Kickstarter.
All the things.
There are a lot of fighters and a lot of heroes. So I kind of figured that I had enough with the Christ knows how many, probably like 30 odd fighters.
Lots.
Many lots. Oh, there's a dude with a guitar.
Has he got a top hat? Because he needs one.
He doesn't have a top hat, but
Would you like him to have a top hat?
Everyone needs a top hat.
Oh no, he's rocking a bit more of an Elvis vibe actually. I don't know, guys. What do you reckon?
Elvis would have been more stylish with a top hat. Other hats are available.
Got a bit of an Elvis vibe with that open
Ah,
jacket.
yes. Pete wants to have Traveller
Front
back
on
on the
there.
channel next year.
Your thing's doing stuff again.
Oh, no, it's not time to restart, you stupid Windows.
Can have Elvis back.
Oh, there you go. Pete has posted the
Hey!
Modifius stuff.
And the best thing about Traveller, because, you know, that's totally relevant.
Character creation is
Random
amazing.
roll everything!
And I love that. I think the way backgrounds work in Traveller is amazing. You kind of roll throughout the stages of your life. So you're like, what school did I go to? I will try and get into a military academy. Roll. No.
It would undoubtedly hate me because that's what games do. But
well, you might, end up with like a Professor X style character.
You've played Betrayal with me, right?
You are always the bad guy.
Even when I didn't start the haunt. Someone else started the haunt, and I went, haha, it wasn't me, it was someone else. And they went, the player to your left. I'm like, oh.
I think this is Raven, i.e. Sam. This is what happens when you mix Sam with Morgan and put it into a person.
Well, I'm okay with this.
The model is badass.
She's got a stake and a crossbow and a sword and like half-length trench coat. I'm okay with this. Ooh. There she is. It was in focus briefly.
That's cool. Some of the minis for this are really nice. They're quite small, so we are having a little bit of trouble showing some of them.
There we go.
Oh, this guy looks a bit more like Morgan would.
My character died before he was finished being created. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, that sounds like Traveller. Kind of a long coat with a hat. It's kind of explorer-y. He's wearing kind of a suit. He's got a bit of a cravat and a big fur trim on his coat there. Oh my days. This guy looks like he's either having a very good day or a very bad day. It's kind of very mutant-y and ick.
Oh wow.
Ick being a scientific term.
Or it's Korg. Should be Korg.
Yeah?
I'm going to paint in blue. Can't believe it's
Brotherhood of Steel equals Wasteland Space Marines. Yes and no. I mean, they're not as cool. Space Marines are definitely kind of more extreme. But then I suppose that's kind of the nature of their environment. But also, the Brotherhood of Steel can vary between being good guys or just dicks, depending on which game you're playing. In some games, they're just like, screw everyone, all the science and belong to us. Murder everyone that has science that isn't us. In others, they're like, yay, we should help everyone and get stuff and go help people.
It sounds like a bit of a swing on the old alignment chart there.
Yeah, I think they're...
Maybe they rolled on it. Maybe they random rolled it.
Probably. I think their morals are a bit open to interpretation. Oh, crikey.
Crikey?
It's a kind of snaky kind of guy.
Ah, like,
Looks almost a Killer Croc, but more snaky.
Komodo dragon.
It's See, I'm not sure if the lizards or the animalistic ones are good guys or bad guys. There's probably a combination of both.
I think both, because Glam is definitely a hero fighter.
Cham Cham better be a hero or I'm not going to be happy. Because I want to be the polar bear. Panda bear.
I'd be the polar bear. I play volley on League. Yep.
Bears are cool. Science fact.
There you go. Done that one.
Yeah, it's trying to find ones done. So it kind of looks a bit Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. So more black and white. Painting like the panda.
Dapper ass suits. Not exactly like the panda, because the pandas are awesome. So if I pass that over to you, there's lots of minis in there. You might want to show some more off. Oh. And there's another tray of minis. So this stuff that we're showing off here is all just stuff from the second Kickstarter that they did. I did get stuff from the first, but thought that would be a bit much to unbox.
All the things.
Whoa.
There's another tray of chocolates.
War never changes. Apart from until when you get to the 31st millennium and you start travelling through hell and... Yeah,
I mean, as you do.
You know.
Casual.
But we all know that Event Horizon is in fact a prequel.
I watched that way before I should have.
Event Horizon is an amazing film. And a kind of tempting one to watch to get in the mood for Mothership.
I was not old enough when I watched that film.
There are a lot of films I wasn't old enough to watch. But I will never trust Sam Neill again. It's like, oh, it's the nice dinosaur man. Nope. Oh, cool.
It's all gone wrong.
Like 50s gangster man.
He's got a Tommy gun.
Kept your hands in the air, got a Tommy gun, see?
Yellow suit, green face.
The mask. But there's 5 of them.
Well, there you go. You can do the others different.
I think these are all henchmen.
Ah, minions, you say. So yeah, I'm just warning you that if I end up painting these, they are going to be random. This
lady in the dress.
Yep,
clearly
she's cool.
She doesn't get a chainsaw, but she gets a recurved bow.
Yeah, and a bit of chest plate, torso armour there as well. And a little bun.
Oh. Whereas this lady looks a bit more like... Quite sure. So she's holding a helmet, but she's got a big ass sledgehammer.
Come on, camera. Nope. Not having it.
Check out the sledgehammer. Do not want to mess around with some of these ladies. They will hurt you. Oof. My God, a lot of these are wearing kind of like flouncy dresses while armed to the teeth.
I mean, I approve of half of that.
Definitely the flouncy dress part.
Yeah, definitely. That is my favourite part.
Definitely.
Come on. Oh, nearly.
Ooh, it's trying.
It's actually really quite hard to hold this up.
If there is a Fallout RPG, I really hope there's a Liberty Prime. I want to be Liberty Prime.
Better dead than dead.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. Death to all Chinese communists. Laser beam eyes. Like, yes, those people you're shooting are definitely Chinese communists.
It's definitely not just anyone.
It's not just anyone you point at. Liberty Prime is a very cool robot.
I mean, I can get behind the kind of post-apocalyptic survival, possible zombies, radiated mutants kind of thing, but I never really clicked with Fallout. It didn't really I played it a bit and just kind of was like, eh.
See, I know you liked Skyrim. I couldn't click with Skyrim. I hated the combat. I loved the environment, was really cool. It was a really pretty game, but the combat I just found horrible. Whereas I really like Fallout.
I didn't really get into the combat. They were usually dead before they knew I was there.
Yeah, but everyone does Stealth Archer.
Not necessarily Archer. Just dead. But then I have been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed at the moment.
Stealth Dead.
Stealth Dead. Yeah, that's a thing. She's got an axe. Can it be a fire axe?
See, this...
One of these could be Katniss, and we could paint her on fire, and we could give her a fire axe. It would be totally appropriate.
On fire?
Yeah.
I mean, I know one of the films is called Catching Fire, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. One of them is, like, actually on fire.
She's literally
Love
on fire.
both games. Good job, that man. It's like Dragon Age. I couldn't get behind the combat in Dragon Age either.
No.
The world, really immersive. The characters, really interesting.
But then I know
like,
you didn't.
Graphics.
You didn't really get on with Mass Effect either, did you?
No.
And I loved the Mass Effect games. Other games are available. See, this one looks like she works in like a 1950s club. Sam's a synth.
Wait till Thursday.
I need an adult. She looks like a 1950s
adult.
bar bluff.
Hey, you're the one with the box full of toys.
I never said I was an adult.
I'm like supervising here.
Fallout New Vegas is the best. Fallout New Vegas is my favourite of the Fallout games.
Here's your flapper girl. Oh, there we go. She's got a little feathery thing stuck on her head. Which one was the one with the dog?
I think the dog's in all of them.
Really?
You get the dog. I know you get the dog in Fallout 3, and you definitely get it in Fallout 4.
Not at all. No spoilers at all.
Mass Effect is brilliant also. Correct, Alex.
I mean, maybe I've been told actually since that I should ignore the first one and play the second one.
Well, the first one is really great for the story, but the gameplay wasn't great.
Okay.
The gameplay gets a lot better in 2.
But if I'm, vaguely comprehensible and kind of go, well, things happened and now we're here.
Well,
and
to
then
be
I
honest,
could just
if you
start
start at 2, you'll enjoy the gameplay, and then you'll play through 2 and 3, and then you'll go, I want to see what happens before that, and then you'll go back.
And then I'll switch it off again.
Correct, Fabius. Mass Effect is fantastic, and Mass Effects 1 through 3 are some of the best gameplay experiences.
You can have your flapper back.
Who were? It's like
Who's that?
Angry cat / werewolfy lady.
Outer Worlds is like Fallout and Mass Effect combined.
Fallout Mass Effect. I suppose that would be kind of like what happens at the end of Mass Effect 3.
Oh, dude, this is Feral. Look at that.
That is Feral.
She is
Feral's a henchman.
Angry cat lady.
Ha, you're a henchman.
Kind of saber-tooth crossbreed.
Street punk.
What, literally? Is it Charlie? Kind of. He's got a boombox. He's got a boombox and everything.
Yeah, I'd say the Fallout series is probably some of my favourite gameplay experiences in computer games. Although Red Dead Redemption 2, I
ignore the ending in 3. Yeah, I have heard that.
Yeah, ignore the ending in 3. But Red Dead Redemption 2, if you haven't played it, is honestly one of the best game experiences I've had. It is really cool. It's a gorgeous game. The gameplay is really good.
The majority of my time riding around on my horse taking pictures, though.
But you can.
It was so pretty.
Because the game is really pretty, but you kind of get more and more into the story as things go on, and you get really attached to the characters, and what happens is really good, and would have made an excellent TV series.
I wouldn't say what happens is really good.
From a story perspective. Because, some of what happens to some of them is very, very not good. Not going to say what and to who, because spoilers, and I'd strongly recommend you play it. Other games are available.
I preferred Origins.
Dragon Age Origins.
No, Assassin's Creed Origins. I got to run around ancient Egypt and stab things and ride around on my camel and fight Anubis.
That you enjoyed
it was
doing
great.
See, I've never really got into... the worst part of the Assassin's Creed games for me was the assassin bit. Because it was just a bit samey.
Oh, yes, Red Dead.
Red Dead 1, also a very good game. If you enjoyed Red Dead 1, seriously play 2.
The Witcher, yes.
Witcher, also a very good game. And they're doing a TV series on that.
I am curious.
Which... is it Henry Cavill is playing? So
Superman is being
so they got a big name to play the lead role in that. So they are not holding back on the money side.
Yeah.
Pass that over. Oh my days.
More toys.
look at the cards.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just hold this up.
just pop it in.
So this is why it's so heavy.
Put it in
These
put it in here.
are all cards.
There we go.
Look, cards. That is a lot. That is many cards. Although the best game ever, I stand by Baldur's Gate 2. It's got Minsk, and Minsk is amazing. Although his voice pops up, is it in Star Wars Rebels or Clone Wars?
I think so, yeah.
One of them. The voice popped up in that, and the first time I heard it, I was like, hang on a second. I'm waiting for him to shout, "Go for the eyes, boo." Yeah, so yes, TV show. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've never played a Witcher game though.
Yes, for Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
I'm working my way through Odyssey at the moment.
Fabius, I had such high hopes for you, and then you go and crush them by liking Assassin's Creed.
I mean, crushing Roger's hopes is kind of fun, frankly.
Well, no, it's my hopes for him, not my hopes. Although he did just redeem himself by saying yes, 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 Baldur's Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 2, outstanding game, and I must have completed that like 4 times. And it was a different experience in every one.
Lots of experience.
I did get a lot of experience. My God, there are just so many cards.
Which is why they also have these handy divider cards, which are taller and bigger, and you can put them in between. Yeah, but there's more, because these are the character stuff, and these are the missions.
So you can see how that works. So there is a deck of normal cards. Move that a bit more on. So there's a deck of normal cards, and you can see I'll put the dividers.
Yeah, it's fine, Alex. You just ignore that bit. It takes like 10 seconds, and then you're back in.
So you probably can't see it that well, but the dividers you can see kind of poking out a bit on the side here, about a finger length apart. So that's when you stack them all up.
Why don't you just put it in between them in the box?
Because you can't really see them.
You just tilt it. Other way.
I'm a pro at this.
Hey,
so you can see here-ish that they stick up and over. And that's so you know where all of your decks are. So when you sort it out, you can find everything. And that's how you separate things like your fighter decks and your stage decks. And some of the artwork is just...
This is the expansion you've been waiting for.
You see, I have that one, but that's from the first Kickstarter, so I didn't bring that one. The Twin Tigers expansion.
All the things. Which
is Tigers, which... What were we saying would be good for Tigers? Oh, Mars bars.
This camera's out of focus and it's bugging me. There we go.
It's just like, what about a show of your hand? The modern day part of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, no, you just ignore it. Desmond is the worst.
I never got why they did the whole going into the future bit, because it's just pointless.
Well, I don't know, relevance, but not really.
Yeah. Just kind of, that was the worst.
The movie was okay.
What, of Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Haven't seen
and the Prince of Persia one was okay as well, because there was a lot of little like nods and references to the games in the film, which
Prince
was
of
just
Persia
there for the
I
fans.
saw that.
Yeah.
But oh my God,
I mean, they're not the most amazing films ever, but there's a couple of bits where they swing into like that third-person camera mode, and it's just spot on.
Bit like Doom.
Yes, when they did the
went in
first person on the gun.
When they did the first person.
So good.
It's just like that. We may have had to have waited until right at the end of the film, but they finally delivered the bit that everyone was waiting for.
Is this on this one?
Sure, why not? No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Because, oh yeah. So many minis.
You've got a lot of painting to do.
I do have a lot of painting to do.
You'll have to get Sam out.
Sorry?
I'm sure she'll help.
I can definitely convince Sam. Not this Sam, my wonderful other half. She is very, very good at helping with painting. She's got a far steadier hand than I do. So, yay! So yeah, I think that is about all of it. So let us know in the comments if you'd like to see it played on the channel. So once I try and figure out how it all works.
I think that could happen.
So if you do want to see a gameplay.
Oh, I don't like that noise.
No, that was a bad noise. If you do want to see a gameplay, let us know and I'll try and figure it out, and then we'll try and.
I don't like the noise he says.
Try and get
that
back
was almost
the
the Pete Flint and Steel face right there.
No, the Clint. Pete Flint and Steel face is. I think it's technically. Oh, it's making that horrible noise. There we go.
Fine. We'll sort that out in a minute.
Yeah. So all of this stuff, there is that giant box that we unboxed first.
Yep.
Has lots of stuff for storage in, which you can then separate all of the cards and tokens and maybe some minis. I don't know.
Well, the minis are all in their chocolate boxes, so.
So I'll try and figure out a way to condense stuff down so it's not in a billion boxes.
You probably could fit the previous games ones in here if you put the chocolate box trays in there.
Yeah, no, I think this is actually designed to hold
everything.
All of the cards and tokens from all of the games.
It is a chunky old box.
It is a big old box. That's got to be a good 10 inches deep.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, that's certainly chunky. So I think that about wraps things up. So remember that we've got the competition on Mothership. So we've got our Halloween special coming up as our next live show on the Thursday.
Hurry up and paint them. Well, there you go, Rog. You've got your orders.
Well, I painted the last thing we did an unboxing for, and we never played that on the...
What, Brimstone?
Yeah, Shadows of Brimstone.
Brimstone's looking pretty swish.
Yeah, I painted up the Shadows of Brimstone Forbidden Fortress starter set, which we also did an unboxing for on the channel.
Oh, the Japanesey mythology.
Yeah, the kind of Japanese mythology with
the
Oni
and the
yeah. So if you want to see that on the channel, again, say below. That actually is all painted up. Yeah, so I think that's about us done. So we've got the Mothership thing. That's on Thursday, the 31st of October, 2019.
Halloween!
Halloween, indeed. So Pete is going to try and scare the living bejesus out of us.
Well, yeah, probably.
And I'm hoping it will be, even if it's half as good as the last one we did, it will be fantastic. Because Mothership is a great system. And I really thoroughly enjoyed playing it last time. So if you haven't also seen that, do check that out. I'm sure Pete will put links somewhere below. If not, subscribe to Garblag Games, click on us, and there'll be videos and
stuff.
Things.
Excitement.
Much excitement. So, thank you very much for listening to us ramble on about general nonsense for most of it.
Gaming.
This is what happens when Pete lets me in front of the camera and isn't here to say, Roger, no. Normally with his face of, shut up.
Hi, Pete.
I get a lot. Hi. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, those of you who've been watching, and thanks very much for the chat, everyone. Good to see you, Egil, Alex, Fabius. We had other people earlier. Nicholas. And everyone else that's been watching, and if anyone that's been commenting that I've missed, because I probably have, because I do. Pete doesn't count. Don't hurt me. And we will see you all very soon here on Garblag Games. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
Night.